Conquering Success presents 10 bad habits that destroy your self-confidence. Self-confidence is one of those intangible things that are hard to define. But you know it when you see it. It can be thought of as a feeling of confidence in one's abilities, qualities, and judgments, and it affects almost every aspect of our lives, including how we feel about ourselves, how others see us, and how we perform at school and work. Although lack of confidence can be the result of social anxiety or other health conditions that influence self-perception, it's not always that obvious. You may not even realize that you have some subconscious habits that are destroying your confidence. Let's take a look at some of these tendencies and behaviors so that you can learn to recognize and start building healthy habits. Number 1. Neglecting your appearance. You already know the importance of good hygiene, and you should take care of your health and appearance. It's one of the most important things, in fact. Also, if you don't feel good about your appearance, your self-esteem will take a hit, especially when it comes to social situations. It may seem like a superficial point, but properly taking care of your appearance can actually be an important point in building your self-confidence. Number 2. Getting obsessed with small flaws. When you look in the mirror, you quickly notice any small flaws in your appearance. You get stuck on that flaw and amplify it in your mind until it seems like that's all you can see. If so, you need to stop this practice. It's toxic for your confidence. Even if you think you're just being honest with yourself, seeing your flaws with hyperfocus can make you despise what you see. When this happens, your attention shifts from admiring all the things you love about yourself to constantly examining everything you think is wrong. This ritual of self-criticism makes you feel sad, inadequate, and ashamed. It's not the best atmosphere for a confident mindset. Instead of getting obsessed with small flaws, try to put the same energy into focusing on the positive side of your qualities. It may seem strange at first. After all, positivity is often hard won when cynicism becomes a habit. But, like any new habit worth developing, daily practice can transform how you feel. Number 3. Talking about your weaknesses. There is a fine line between being self-deprecating and going too far. Although self-deprecation can show that you are a normal person who doesn't take themselves too seriously, it can sometimes come across as insecurity. Furthermore, if you constantly make negative comments about yourself, people will notice and become tired of hearing it or start to think that maybe you're not as good as you seem. If you need to discuss a weak point, for example in a professional context such as a job interview, talk about it as if it's an area for improvement. This will show that although there are certain things you can improve, you have the willingness and desire to learn new skills and excel in more areas than just those that come naturally. Number 4. Overpraising others. When you overpraise others, you are essentially telling them how much better they are than you. Of course, it's important to compliment others, but if you do it too much and seem like a doormat in comparison, you will start to believe that narrative. Instead of repeating this cycle of overpraising others and putting yourself down, take some time to appreciate your own gifts and talents. Remember that everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. In fact, if we were all the same, none of us would stand out in the crowd. Each of us has something special that makes us unique, so don't forget your positive traits. Number 5. Believing in your negative thoughts. If you're like most people, you probably experience negative thoughts about yourself from time to time. Unfortunately, it's much easier to believe the bad things we say to ourselves than the good, and over time, this type of thinking only diminishes your self-esteem and confidence, making it harder to believe in yourself and achieve your goals. Although positive affirmations can help undo some of these thinking patterns, it's even more helpful to learn not to take your negative thoughts too seriously. This will allow for a more objective perspective on life, leading you down a path toward greater happiness and confidence. Number 6. Excessive apologies. Have you ever caught yourself saying sorry even when someone bumps into you? Although apologies can be powerful and important, being too polite or apologizing all the time can actually hurt your confidence. Apologizing excessively can make you appear insecure, as if you don't trust your abilities or decisions. You shouldn't apologize for things you know are not your fault or for something you don't feel sorry for. By doing so, you put the blame on yourself and lead others to think that you are at fault. Apologies should be given when asked for, otherwise they lose their effectiveness and meaning. Number 7. Letting others make decisions for you. You cannot be confident if you don't know what you want or don't believe your opinions matter. Confidence is built by expressing your desires in an honest and empowering way. This can only happen when you listen to yourself, trust yourself, and go after the things you want in life. When someone is telling you what they think should happen or pressuring you to do something they want instead of considering your needs, or worse, trying to control or manipulate you, your confidence will suffer for it. Number 8. Lowering your standards. Lowering your standards to be okay with whatever happens means accepting less than you deserve. Of course, lowering your standards will make things more comfortable or convenient for you. Although it may be an easy solution in the moment, it will not help your confidence in the long run. In fact, lowering your standards lowers your self-esteem and causes more problems than it should. Once you start doing it for one thing, it becomes easier to do it for others too. We may not all have the same values, and that's okay. But if you have a set of standards and stick to them, it will make you happier and definitely more confident. Number 9. Maintaining toxic relationships. When it comes to being confident, the relationships you have in your life play an important role. This is because everyone around you affects the way you think and feel about yourself. The people closest to you, your family, friends, coworkers, and even acquaintances, all have an impact on your self-esteem. If the people around you are constantly criticizing or belittling you, your confidence will decrease. Therefore, take a step back and consider whether your relationships are healthy for both parties involved, especially if your confidence has been shaken by being with these people. To be confident and assertive, it's important to surround yourself with positive people who care about your well-being. Number 10. If compared to the others, we have all been through this. You are scrolling through your social media feed and start to notice that other people are achieving their goals faster than you. Maybe they have a better house, a better job, or a happy marriage while you're struggling to date. You feel jealousy, insecurity, and maybe even anger because these people have something you don't. But wait, is it really as bad as it seems? Comparing yourself to others is a normal human behavior. We are wired to notice differences and make judgments. But if left unchecked, this habit can be destructive to your self-confidence. It can leave you feeling envious or resentful of other people's achievements. Instead, try to focus on what sets you apart in a positive way and remember that everyone's path is different, even if they may seem similar at first glance. These bad habits are all markers of low self-confidence. While some of them may seem harmless, they can cause considerable damage if ignored for too long. The trick is to recognize these traps when they happen and practice replacing them with positive thoughts or behaviors. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Don't forget to check out our other videos too. Thank you for watching.